So what do you get when you mix a high-tech crime lab with environmental experts? Turns out you get a brand new kind of guardian for the planet. We're going to take a look at this really groundbreaking partnership that's happening right now in Dubai.
Yep, you heard that right. The Dubai police, and these guys are known for their seriously advanced forensic science, are teaming up with the Dubai Environment and Climate Change Authority, or DECA. Now I know, it might seem like an unlikely pairing, right? But stick with me, because their mission could literally redefine how we go about protecting our planet.
All right, first up, a new green alliance. Let's dive into how this pretty unique partnership actually came to be.
So, back on January 10th, 2026, two of Dubai's key authorities got together. And look, this wasn't just some stuffy bureaucratic meeting. No, this was about building something totally new, a framework that smashes two very different worlds together, all to hit Dubai's big goals for a sustainable and secure future. Okay, on to our next section. Meet the key players. To really get why this is such a big deal, we've got to look at the two groups involved and see what each of them is bringing to the table. So, on one side, you've got the Dubai police. Think top-tier forensics, law enforcement, the whole deal. And on the other side, you've got DECA, the city's go-to authority on everything related to environmental safety. For the longest time, these two operated in completely separate worlds. But now, they're mashing up their skills for one shared mission. Which brings us to Section 3, the mission, environmental security. So what exactly is this big idea that's bringing them together? Well, it all boils down to a really powerful concept. And this is a total game changer. Environmental security isn't just a fancy term. It completely reframes how we think about protecting the environment. See, it's not just about conservation anymore. It's about public safety. It means treating crimes against nature as a real threat that needs a real law enforcement response. And listen to this. The director of forensic sciences at Dubai Police said it himself. Environmental security is an essential part of policing responsibilities. I mean, that's huge. It confirms that protecting the environment is now a core part of their job. We're talking about a massive shift in mindset here.
So at the end of the day, this whole partnership is about weaving those two missions together. They're creating this single, unified front to protect the city's natural resources and, push forward that big vision for the future. Okay, Section 4, Forensics in the Field. This is the part you've been waiting for. How exactly are police forensics going to be used to protect the environment? This is where things get really cool and innovative.
Well, the Dubai police are basically unleashing their entire forensic arsenal on environmental problems. We're talking about using things like lab-based testing and monitoring key environmental indicators. They'll be using their super precise forensic tools and methods to combat environmental crimes and protect wildlife. It's serious stuff.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is like CSI, but for the environment. Every little sample of soil or water or even the air can hold clues. And these experts? They're the new detectives who can read those clues and solve crimes against nature.
And this isn't just some wild idea they're throwing at the wall. Major General Ahmad bin Khalida made it clear. The goal is to tackle these issues using sound, scientific approaches aligned with global standards. So it's all about executing this with serious scientific rigor, making sure every move is backed by solid data that holds up anywhere in the world.
All right, let's zoom out a bit for our final section, a blueprint for a greener future. What does all this mean for the big picture? Because this partnership, it's way more than just a technical agreement. It's really a blueprint for the future. See, this whole thing goes way beyond just what happens in the lab. They're building a deeply connected system. They're going to be enhancing cooperation, promoting scientific collaboration, exchanging research, and even doing joint training to build up everyone's skills. It's a true fusion of brainpower. And I think this quote from the Director General of DECA just sums it all up perfectly. He talked about the shared goal of building a safer and more sustainable environment for future generations through science and knowledge. That's what it's all about. The real goal isn't just about stopping crimes today. It's about using science and knowledge to lay the groundwork for a better world tomorrow. So all of this leaves us with a pretty powerful question to think about, right? Could the crime lab actually be the future of conservation? I mean, when you start treating environmental damage like a crime and throw your best scientific tools at it, are we watching the next evolution of conservation happen right before our eyes? It's a bold new idea for sure, and you can bet the rest of the world is going to be watching.